A warm welcome to Wheel of Wisdom, a place where the right message finds you. So, now let me show you guys our Wheel of Wisdom. Okay, so this is our Wheel of Wisdom. And as you guys can see, this wheel contains the name of 50 plus books that I have read over the past 10 years of my life. And now we are going to ask the universe to pick a book for us. But before that, so that we get the right message, I invite each and every one of you to take a moment and ask yourself, what do I need guidance on today? And whatever came up for you, hold that in your awareness as we spin the wheel. Okay, so the book that came up is Mindfulness for Beginners by Lara Hocheiser. Okay, I'm pretty sure I'm mispronouncing the name. But yeah, let's open the book. Mhm. So, my dear ones, this is the cover page of our beautiful book, Mindfulness for Beginners in 10 minutes a day. So, now choosing some numbers so that we can play a game together. Mhm. So, so, my dear ones, in a moment from now, I'm going to ask you guys to pick a number. And I don't want you guys to rush. Instead, take your time, see which number pops up for you, share that number in the comments. I will go through all your numbers and pick one randomly based on my intuition. So, in this way, our collective wisdom will guide us to the right message. I love your excitement, Debbie, but would you mind choosing a number between 22 to 113? So, yeah, here you go. And again, no need to rush. I am going to choose a number randomly, okay? Thank you, Anna. Thank you, Shira. Thank you, Debbie. Thank you, Jane. Thank you, Jay. Thank you, Pilar. Okay, wait a minute. Yeah, okay, yeah, okay. Yeah. Thank you. I'm glad that I didn't mispronounce it. Okay. Yeah, anyone else who wanted to share a number? Yeah, yeah, I wanted to like I wanted to remember what pronunciation you shared with me. I was like, okay, am I sure? Am I not? But yeah, thank you. Okay, so seems like everyone who wanted to share a number has done so. Okay, so let me see which number am I feeling most called to. Hmm. Okay, so the number that I'm feeling most called to is 58 by Pilar. So let's see what wants to come through 58. Mhm. Okay, so the message for you is Like the heading is Getting Up to Stretch. So if you spent your mornings toiling away, whether on household chores, parenting, work, studies, or some combination of activities, your body has likely fallen into an unconscious posture. I notice some signs when my body wants me to get up and stretch. What signs does your body give you that it needs a moment of movement? Do you get neck pain? Do you start to fidget? What is your body trying to tell you? And do you listen? You might want to set up an alarm to go off at noon as a reminder to get up, stretch, and walk around. Otherwise, you can use the signals. You can use the signals from your body to make it official. It's time to stretch. So, the universe maybe is inviting you that in case you have been sitting for a while right now, Tyler, Peeler. Sorry. Yeah. Automatic habit. Yeah. So, yeah, if you have been doing that, then maybe just move your body around. Your body is asking you to have some movement, some form of movement, whether it is just a little stretch and stretching your arms above or sideways, or, just moving your legs, walking or doing something, So you can either set up alarms that, when they ring, you do that um, like after every hour or whatever works for you. Or you can, build this habit to tune into your body every now and then and check in. What does my body need? Or does it need some movement? Is there some energy building up? Or am I feeling too lethargic and I want to like straighten my posture or whatever. So yeah, Jane says, yes, my back and hip hurts. Jane, then, these parts of you are wanting a little extra love and care and attention. So make sure you do that. You add that to your list of things that you want to take care of yourself. um, Peeler says, I needed this reminder for during my workday. I have been forgetting to get up during my breaks. I'm setting walking alarms for me for my week right now. Wonderful. I love it. I love it that you are taking the action right now. Wonderful. Jay says, maybe too active, slow down. Okay, so that's the reminder that you are getting from your body. And yeah, it's lovely that you tuned in and you received what your body needs. And then it's now time to act on it, to slow things down, to maybe pause, to maybe stop, every now and then during the day and you know, just notice your breath, for like notice take 3 deep breaths or just notice 3 normal breaths of yours. That might help you slow down in that moment. Notice 3 things around you, just you don't have to be in urgency. You don't have to walk fast. You don't have to eat fast. You don't have to, do all these things faster. So yeah. Thank you for sharing that. Jane says the infamous list. Yeah, and and you don't have to get it all done, but just one thing from that list every day, and it might, make a impact on our life in a positive, beautiful manner, right? Okay, so now moving on to our next book. So again, bringing to your mind anything that you need guidance on. Okay, first let me take a sip of water. Hmm. So, yeah, bringing to your mind anything that you guys need guidance on as we spin the wheel. So the book that came up is The Worry Cure by Robert L. Leahy. So let's find a cure to all our worries. Okay, just taking a moment. Hmm. So I am just. Jane says, "Oh dang." Jay also liked it, but a little nervous about. Okay, is this going to have that real answer that I need? Hmm. By the way, I actually, guided a meditation around this, if you're dealing with worry. And I shared a technique from CBT in that guided practice. And just yesterday, I submitted it. So it might get released in a week or so on my profile as well. So if you really struggle with it, I hope that you would find it helpful. So yeah, just choosing some numbers. Okay, so my lovely, beautiful, amazing, beings, I invite you to pick a number between 13 to 366. Hmm. So yeah, choose a number that comes up first to you, share it in the comments. I will pick a number randomly. Okay. Thank you, Jay. Thank you, Wendy. Thank you, Anna. Anyone else? Thank you, Jane. Mhm. Thank you, Pilar. Thank you, Tina. Okay, so seems like anyone who wanted to share a number has done so. So let me pick a number amongst these. Mm, Okay, confused between two numbers. Okay, let's go with page number 265 by Tina. Okay, so let's see what wants to come through from page 265 for Tina and anyone else who needs to hear it. Hmm. Okay. So the heading is Improve the Moment. So, so basically, the author has shared a story of someone named Wendy. So maybe Wendy, this message might be for you as well. But yeah, okay. So the author shared something regarding that, and now the author is sharing that what Wendy did, well, for the worries, okay, and especially regarding how did she improve the moment. So Wendy was staying in the moment, but the moment was also uncomfortable. I asked Wendy to notice what in the present moment would feel good. She said, I wonder if I listened more carefully to the music, I might enjoy it. I asked her to think of improving the moment by tasting some food at the party. So she might be having social anxiety from what I'm like assuming. In fact, to to taste the food very, very slowly. Take some food in her mouth and notice the texture and the taste of the food. This helped her feel more comfortable, more at ease, and more in touch with the moment. So, so even though this is regarding like social anxiety, but it's all about, coming back. to the present moment, finding something that might improve the moment, that might help you feel whatever it is that you want to feel. So if you want to feel calmer, you can, do this mindful eating, or just, take anything around you, like become aware of anything around you that naturally settles you, you can like choose an object that you find pleasant, so you can take a look around your room, just notice something that looks nice, and just notice it, like really really notice it, notice the colors of it, notice the shape of it, the size of it, really take it in, like, notice it as if you're going to draw it afterwards on, so, like, really taking it in, or just, take a moment to scan your environment for a nice sound, a soothing sound. It can even be the sound of the AC or fan. It is constant, it is, familiar. So, it is like soothing for your system in a way. And that might help you settle, or you might want to feel happy and you can think of a happy memory, So, just asking yourself what I might need in this moment, how do I want to feel in this moment, and how can I improve this moment, Um, and that can just be putting your attention to what is already here or bringing to your mind something that would make you feel that way. So, yeah, that was a message that came up from page 265. So, let me know, Tina and Wendy, if this resonated with you, and anyone else also, if this message resonated with you at all. Jane says, yes, like the something you can see, something you can hear, something you can touch. Exactly, Jane, exactly. That is my favorite practice. So, in fact, I have created like a whole guided practice for it, because I love doing it. It's like, it really helps with anxiety. It is also really good to do when you are taking a break, It really helps settle your system. It helps you come back to the moment. And yeah, it's just so amazing. I love it. So, yeah, if you feel called, you can like, check it out. Jay says, yes, good reminder, Jay. Yeah, it is. Thank you, Jane, for sharing it. Share that specific practice. Tina says, yes, slowing down and practicing mindfulness. Thank you, Tina, for letting me know that it resonated. And yeah, just slowing down and noticing what is already here, all the amazing, beautiful, ways in which you can access whatever it is you want to feel just right now, in this moment, in this space. So, yeah, like, our life is abundant. This moment is abundant. We just need to take a moment to slow down and notice, right? Ah, Wendy says, I definitely have social anxiety. Next time, I will focus on sounds or bringing attention to something to touch instead of focusing on what awkward thing I will say next. Oh my goodness, the level of resonance here, Wendy. Um, so firstly, thank you for sharing that with all of us. I know it might be really hard and it might be uh, so tough to listen to all the voices in your head and to, have all these, you know, feelings and symptoms when you are in a social situation with other people. Um, and I'm glad that you are curious to give, these different things a try. So, yeah, with social anxiety, it is really helpful instead of tuning into your body, because sometimes your heart is beating a lot faster. You're breathing, you're not able to breathe. So it can, be too much to focus inside. Instead, it is really, really helpful to do this, 5 4 3 2 1 that I've shared, like, this practice of what you see, what you hear, or you can just focus on one sense and, as you say, like trying to listen or trying to feel what you are touching, or whatever sense gives you most comfort, or whatever is easy to access, because different people have different dominant senses. So yeah, it is really helpful to tune into the surroundings and out of your mind and out of your body for a few moments until you settle down, So yeah, thank you, Wendy, for sharing that. And I hope that you really find it helpful in those moments. Jay says, touch is grounding, a stone, something. Yeah, you can have like something that you really like or that has a lot of texture, and that also really, really helps. And there is like this practice of um, associating something with a stone, so you can, think of a very pleasant memory, and you can hold that stone, when you pick or any object for that matter, but I'm using stone since Jay mentioned it. And when you're imagining that memory, you are like really imagining when you are really at the peak, when you're really feeling all those beautiful feelings, you imagine that all those feelings are, moving through your hand, from your heart, through your hand into the stone, and it is filled with all of that, and then you're carrying it with you. You can carry that object with you, and whenever you're feeling, a little off, a little too much, too fidgety, whatever it is, you can hold that and just tap into those memory again. So there are different techniques. You can just give it a try as to what works for you. And Jay has shared some other things: the sand, the wooden slate on the balcony where Jane is sitting, holding something easy to access, easy to hold, easy to access, I think. Yeah, exactly. Whatever is easily accessible. Jane says, Wendy, that is great. Amazing how that reading literally called your name. Yeah, isn't it? It was just wow, so magical. And yeah, sorry, Jane. Thank you so much. I just forgot to thank you. Yeah, thank you so much for your beautiful donation. I so appreciate your love, your support, your trust in me in this space. Thank you so much. Thank you for allowing me to do this. Wendy says, thank you. I did find that helpful. I'm so happy to hear that, Wendy. Jane says, yes, Jay, every second here. I am here. Love that. Yeah, truly soak it in so that, Jane, this becomes a really, full, meaningful, and like rich memory for you. Ah, okay. So, my dear ones, we have reached at the end of our life. So, we have been together for the past 1 hour. And I really hope that, this time that you shared with me, it delivered something to you, whether it was the meditation, the readings, the discussion, the energy, anything, I hope that you're carrying something of value from this live today into your day. And if you are, and if you feel called to support my work, you can make a donation. It doesn't have to be big. And if you don't feel called, you don't even have to make one. But if you want to support me, there are some other ways, that you can do that. You can just listen to me, listen to my content, I meant. You're already listening to me. Or you can just leave a review, share it with your friends. All of these are super encouraging, super helpful as well. Jay says, Jane, keep it with you. Yeah, Jane, please do. Oh, thank you, Wendy, for this generous donation. I am so glad that the reading, reached your heart and it delivered you with something helpful. And I hope that, when you do apply it, when you do use these tools, they turn out to be super helpful for you. And yeah, and you are able to move through any social situations with more ease, with more trust in yourself, and with a feeling of, this deeper calm in your heart. Thank you. Jane says, please consider supporting her dear Anisha friend. She gives so much love, time, and energy to all of us. Thank you, Jane, for that beautiful comment. And yeah, and again, and there is no pressure. As I said, there are other ways. If you can't donate, you can always support me through other ways as well. But I so appreciate, you like really feeling the energy, the time, and love that is going on here. So thank you, Jane. Thank you so much. That is so kind of you. That is so considerate of you. Wendy says, you're very welcome. Thanks you for all you do. Thank you, Wendy. Thank you so much. Uh, it makes me happy when, something really like resonates, or when you're just carrying a positive energy from the space, So I really, really hope that you all do feel that any time, you tune in. And I so love your presence. Your presence is more than enough. Okay. So, my dear loves, in case you joined this live late and you want to check out the readings that we did, then I want to just take a quick moment to share where you can find the summary of today's live, including the books through which we read, the name of the authors who wrote those books, and the exact readings that we did. So you can find them by going to my profile, scrolling down, and at the very bottom, you will see my group called World of Wisdom with 160 beautiful beings. So if you feel called, you can join this group and you will find the summary of today's live within like 5 or 10 minutes, or all the past lives as well here, and any updates that I have. I share it all here in this little community. And if you feel called to explore my resources, the resources that I've created for you, you can find it in the playlist section. So you will find it just above the group. I have like 5 playlists. I have organized all my videos and audios into these so it is easier for you to find what you need. And I hope you do find whatever it is that you need. Or if you want to dive deeper, then you can just check out all the courses that I have. I have like 7 courses here. So yeah, you can check them out. That's it. Jane says, have a beautiful day and take all this love and energy with you. Thank you so much, Jane. Thank you so, so much. I so appreciate you, your presence, your love, your everything that you bring into the space. Every beautiful, piece of energy. Thank you. Jay says, your simplicity is key. Your voice and tempo of speech is calming. Thank you, Anisha. Thank you, Jay. I'm really glad that something about me or this space really resonated with you. And I hope to see you again soon. I haven't put, like, my next live isn't published yet. But if you guys feel called, if you want to join this live again, you can simply follow me so that you get notified about the next live. Yeah, that's it for today's live. I bow down to the divine within you all. May you all be safe. May you all experience awe and wonder. May you all receive some kindness today, either from someone else or from yourself. May your day have some moments of peace. Thank you. You're welcome, Pila. Bye. Take care. Have a lovely, beautiful day. And thank you so much for all the hearts. I love your love. Thank you.